Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Today's webinar is titled, You've Decided to Make the Move to St. Camillus, and Now What Happens Next. So today we'll be chatting about the move-in process to St. Camillus, which includes the Design Center and how we can assist you in preparing for your transition to our vibrant community. My name is Josh Burish, and I'm the Independent Living Manager here at St. Camillus. In my role, I assist in overseeing daily operations of independent living, and I also help new residents acclimate to the St. Camillus lifestyle. I manage the administration team, and I work very closely with the wellness, culinary, and marketing teams. Once a new resident moves in, I become their main contact, basically their go-to person, and I ensure a smooth transition to our community. Joining me today on the webinar, we have one of our senior living specialists, and I'm going to pass the mic along to her.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming back. And for those new folks that are joining us in our series, welcome. Some of you, I may look familiar to a few of you. My name is Jackie Knight. I'm one of the senior living specialists, and I've done a few of the webinars in the past. So again, welcome back. So one of the things that I'm going to talk about today is actually the process and some of the things that I do, and then how it transitions into Josh's role. So as senior living specialist, we transition or help transition folks from the greater community into our community. And so everything that you would possibly need from the very start of, gosh, I'm really thinking about what is this all about, to signing contracts, making sure that your apartment becomes your new home, and then getting you settled into the community. So what I've done is I've broken down, I've got a little PowerPoint here that I'm going to start. Let's see, because typically this is going to really help answer some questions. Now, for those that aren't able to join us, if you've got friends or anybody that would like to get this information, this is being recorded and it's going to be put on our website. So probably within the next few days. So there's a lot of good information on here. So don't worry about trying to take notes or trying to write down phone numbers. And if you're on a telephone and you're not able to log in and to see this presentation, I am more than happy to send it to anybody that would like to have it. So let's get rolling. So I'm going to be talking about St. Camillus, our independent living, even though we have a full scope of services here. And also our chat is on. So if anybody has any questions, Josh will be able to see those. So please, this is a relaxed, open forum. If you have any questions, just jump right in. So okay. So if you're starting to think about, I don't know if I should move, should I stay in my home? I'm not really sure what a life plan community is all about. Where do I begin? Well, the first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to meet with a senior living specialist. And that's myself. There are two other on my team, Heather Byer and Katrina Keene. So you can meet with any one of us, and that contact information is going to actually be at the end of this presentation. So coming in to meet with a senior living specialist, it's not a salesy, high pressure kind of thing at all. Really, it's our job to provide you with all of the information that you and your family are going to need in order to make that decision that's going to be best for you. So we are open for tours. We are open for in-person appointments, phone consultations. We even do home visits as well, if you're comfortable with us doing that. So the first thing that we do is we invite you to come in and take a tour, take a look at what our community is like. Right now, obviously during COVID, it looks a little bit different, but we are progressing towards a reopening or getting back into what the activities and dining room. And Josh will be able to talk about that later on. But come in and see what our community is about. There's no obligation to it. And again, there's absolutely no pressure. So when you come in and you sit down with the senior living specialist, this is what you can expect. We're going to give you all the information that you need, including pricing. We'll go over floor plans. We'll go over different options that may be good for you or for your parents or for any family member. What it's like to actually transition through a life plan community and what that means. So if you're starting an independent living, but you are looking at maybe doing a different scope of care or a higher level of care later on, or if you're coming in as a couple and one is not typically doing as well as the other, what does that look like? It's our philosophy here for you to age by choice. So that means that you can stay in your independent living apartment for as long as you choose to. You can bring in extra help. We'll talk about all of those what if scenarios, and we do what if scenarios really, really well because we've got such a great team here. So you are going to be also, we'll review the application. We do everything by application on our campus, but the application is very simple. It's only 4 pages long. So we really just want to make sure that it's a good fit on both sides. So once you get that application, take it home. We can fill it out here in the Welcome Center. But once you get the application back, that's when everything really starts moving. So at that point, once you get approved, I've been here for 4 years. I've never had anybody not been approved. So once you come in, then you pick out an apartment of your choice. You're going to be picking your home. You'll be placing a 10% deposit down for us to secure that apartment for you. So 10% deposit is going to be a 10% of the entrance fee. We can go over all of that in the pricing and a one-to-one or over the phone. That gets to be a little bit more in detail, but our entrance fees are based on the square footage of our apartments, as is our monthly fee. So when you come in with your deposit, we'll have your application already approved. Then you're going to sign a residency agreement. When you sign the residency agreement, I'm going to go over the entire contract with you. Feel free to take it to your lawyer. Other family members can take a look at it, but we'll go over the entire residency agreement. Now, if you change your mind in between from the time that you place your deposit and move in, life happens, we all know that, then that 10% deposit is fully refundable. So I just wanted to throw that in there as well. So during that transition time between signing that residency agreement and then moving in, then we're going to do several things for you. One of them is the design center, and the other is our transition concierge service. Those are both things that I'm going to go over in just a few minutes after this in a little bit more detail. Just to give you an idea, it makes us very different than other communities out there, but because we really want you to have a great experience transitioning into our community, and also to be able to make your apartment really basically your home. So by the time you get here, you really just have your favorite things around you. So we've got the deposit, you've picked out an apartment, we're getting rolling, you've picked your colors, everything is going great. Now what? So you have 120 days, basically 4 months, to move in, to pay the balance of your entrance fee, and then your monthly fee will start. So you've got a full 4 months. Now, can you move in before the 4 months? Absolutely. If you move in before the 4 months or on that 120th day, really whichever day comes first, that's when the entrance fee is due, the balance, and that monthly fee starts. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of giving you a helicopter view of all of this. We typically have a lot of questions regarding the process. So again, please feel free to reach out, get in touch. We'd love to answer questions. So now let's talk a little bit about our design center. And this is something that I absolutely love to do. And right behind me, and actually I'm sitting in our welcome/design center. So you can see some of the samples and things that are in back of me over here. And you're more than welcome to come in and take a look at this, at any time. So the purpose for our design center, which was started really by our administrator, Julie Leverett, several years ago, is to give you the opportunity to create your home the way that you want it. Because coming into our community, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel like this is going to be home for you. So you're going to sit down with your senior living specialist, the person that has followed you throughout this process, and you're going to have the opportunity to design your apartment. You can pick your paint colors. If the flooring needs to be replaced, or appliances or countertops, anything that's deemed that needs to be replaced from the previous owner, then what we're going to do is we're going to give you a beautiful selection from standard options, and you can pick all of that, but we're going to take care of implementing that. We're going to be working with our project manager, and he oversees all of our professional painters. We have master electricians, master plumbers, master carpenters. We have a great refurbishing team here. We meet weekly, we go over all of the orders, and we work very closely with family members, with potential residents, and as does the project manager, and as does several members of our team as well. So we really want you to make sure that this feels like home for you and really be a part of that process. Let's go to the next one. So Design Center is more than just picking standards. If you would like to maybe do upgrades, so, you know, I've got granite countertops at home or in my condo. I would really like granite countertops here. Absolutely. So all of the work that we do here, you come in, we go through your apartment, we go through your wish list. What we do then is to place a quote through our Design Center system to our project manager, and he's going to quote everything out for you. So when the quotes come back, we typically sit down with the resident or with the families and go over, would you like this? Would you like that? Whatever the pricing is, whatever the upgrades are, and then we transition through that, what that process is. So you can have things like custom cabinets, you can have Whirlpool tubs, you can have granite countertops. I have worked with several families where we've almost reconfigured kind of the floor plan of the apartment, take out walls, put in French doors, turning a 2-bedroom maybe into a 1-bedroom with a den. It really just makes it's really personalized. So one of the questions that I typically get is, well, you know, my son is a contractor. Can he come in and do the work for me? The answer would be no on that. We do all of our own renovations for a couple of different reasons. One, we have highly skilled employees here, so the work is fantastic. But it also controls the quality of the work, and it controls the timeline. And that's the big thing. So we do our own work because families that come in or residents that come in, couples, singles, they're going to be selling their homes basically to come into our community. That's typically what ends up happening. So we are really respectful of the time frame and the timelines that you have to work with your realtor. And right now the market is crazy hot still. So we've been getting some apartments move-in ready. So if there is, I'm working with 3 families right now to where it's like, you know, the market is so good, we're just going to sell. We know we want to be at St. Camillus. We're going to be there eventually. You know what? We're going to get a great deal on our home right now. So, you know, it may be not what we want to do, but it's probably the best thing for safety purposes, maybe for financial purposes, that let's just go ahead and move into the facility now. So you can actually create your apartment to however you would like to have it. So what's showing on the screen right now are some of the different options and some of the different things that you can do. Some of the pictures of renovated apartments, some things that our Design Center has done in the past. But I'm going to show you in the next one, I'm going to focus on a couple of different apartments. Our studio apartment, which we call the Pisa, and our roots are Italian, so that's what you'll end up seeing. And then our 1-bedroom, which is called the Salerno. So our studio apartments are wonderful. We've been doing some major renovations. So I want to show you what our studio apartments, we had this lovely woman come in. She has taken the apartment and I took some before shots. So this is what it looked like before. So over here on the left, here's the doorway, but there's a wall here, little pass through. And then the picture on the right, and the kitchen, and it's a studio, so it's a 460 square foot apartment, and it's a cozy little kitchen, very nice, nothing wrong with it, full size appliances, including the microwave. It's really beautiful. But with our new East Residence building going up with very open concept apartments, we're starting to transition renovations from this building to match the new building as well. So what our refurb team came up with, which is just amazing. Our guys are wonderful, I tell you, they really are. So this on the left is that same cozy little kitchen before. And then on the right, this is the after. We've taken down a wall and we've actually turned it into this beautiful open concept apartment. All new cabinetry, still full-size appliances, a nice little workstation right here that can also be used as a dining area, but just absolutely gorgeous work from beginning to end. And then this is the living room of the studio. So she was so wonderful. She let me come in and take some photographs of her apartment. So just such a lovely woman. So the Salerno, our 1-bedrooms. We're also taking a look at our 1-bedrooms and opening them up quite a bit as well, adding some more cabinet space here, our electrician and our master carpenter, they created this breakfast bar space over here, looking at different types of designs. And this is really something that created from their minds. It was just absolutely wonderful. So we're in the process of doing that to several of our 1-bedrooms right now as well. So very nice, lovely, open, bright concept, lots of lighting. And then this is the living room, and then also the bedroom. Just a couple of quick shots of the same apartment. And this is a queen size bed. So there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of closet space in there as well. So when you're done with the design center and we've got the orders in, everything is in place. And now we're working on your apartment, getting it ready. It'll have a full final clean before you move in, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Our hospitality services, oh, they're just amazing. They'll take all day to clean, do a really nice deep clean on the apartment. So while all of that is going on, we do offer a complimentary transition concierge service to all of our depositors. So what we're going to do, by your invitation, and this is optional, we can come into your home with the floor plan and help you measure the furniture, help you figure out what's going to fit, maybe what's not going to fit, help you just talk through that whole process. Because again, we want you to have your favorite things surrounding you by the time that you move in. So we can help recommend movers that work fantastic with seniors. Do you need a real estate agent that works really well with seniors? Do you need garbage removal? Do you need help just finding those resources? Because once you make that decision, then the list of, oh, I've got to get all of this done. Oh my gosh, where do I start? That's where we come in. And that's where the senior living specialist can really, really help you figure out how to get all of this taken care of, hopefully more stress-free as much as it can be on our end. So that's something that we offer to everybody. And that's just one of those services that I think that makes us unique as opposed to other maybe living centers or retirement communities. Let's see, so senior living specialists, this is the team for independent living. Our team is actually sprinkled all throughout the campus. There are specialists in the different areas. Heather Beyer, Katrina Keene. My name is Jackie Knight. If you are on the phone and you're not seeing this contact information, again, this is going to be on our website. But if you just want one phone number today, you can always call our marketing and admissions office and just say, I need to move in. You don't even have to remember the title. 414-259-6310. 414-259-6310 is our main line. Cassie is our administrative assistant. She's fantastic. So she'll be able to get you to who you need to be. And there we go. So that's just a really brief introduction of how to come into a life plan community here at St. Camillus and what's it like to work with a senior living specialist.
Jackie, we had a couple of questions pop up
Right.
as you were showing us. One of them was, do you have people that move in from other states, and how does that work?
Oh my gosh, great question. We do, actually. I've moved in several people from out of state. I know that Heather is working with a couple right now with their adult children. So we do. We can do everything by email. We can do everything by FedEx. We can do it by phone. So it's not a requirement to come in. I've had several residents that the first time that they come into our building or into our community is the day that they move in. So what if, again, like those what if situations, we work really, really well with. So when it comes to the time working with people that are out of state, we're going to get Josh involved. We're going to get Lee Clay, who is our wellness nurse. She's going to be involved. We're going to have members of our different parts of our departments like culinary or our hospitality services. They'll call the new residents and, we can FaceTime, we can Zoom, we can Skype. So that way you can get that personal interaction without actually having to be here on site. That's a really good question. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we have another very good question. And the question is, can I bring my dog? St. Camillus a pet-friendly community?
Mm-hmm. So fur babies. Now, we are not a pet-friendly community. However, so don't go, oh, no. So if you have a note from your physician stating that your animal, your dog or your cat, is a emotional support animal, and if you have a backup plan, for someone to take care of your pet, if you're to become indisposed and you do have to have a veterinarian on record, then yes, you can bring in your pet. And we have a few small dogs. I'm told we have cats. I've never seen or smelt them, but I'm told that we have cats, but we do. So we understand that you have this little furry family member that's been with you probably for years and years and years. And, we do want you to bring them with you. Now, as maybe a backfill question to that, we are a smoke-free campus. So there's no grandfathered in. We are a smoke-free, not just building, but the entire campus, we are smoke-free. That usually comes up for questions as well.
Absolutely. And another thing to tie to that too, asking about people having emotional support pets. Sometimes we may age a little bit quicker than our pet, and maybe we need some assistance with taking care of that pet. So we do have an on-site home health agency and will actually help you with your animal as well. So should you, maybe your animal needs some exercise and needs to go for a walk around the block, we have some staff that can help with that. So we can really personalize care for not only you, but also your pet.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Jackie. You did an excellent job.
Great.
And as Jackie mentioned, right behind her, she's got some images on the wall of some different selections that are available in this building and our new East residence, which will be opening in April 2022, that we are also so very excited for. So what does the process look like for me? When do I get involved? So to begin with, as at St. Camillus, we developed an interdisciplinary team that's from our administration team, our wellness team, our marketing team, and we meet regularly to discuss new residents. Information shared might be new move-in dates, maybe designs in progress. We work very well as a team, and we communicate on a weekly basis as to how things are going. So once a move-in date is determined, maybe Jackie will notify me that, we've got someone moving in, next month on the 25th. As soon as I have a move-in date, then I reach out to that new resident and I introduce myself and, what my role is here and how I can assist them moving forward. Additionally, our wellness nurse will also reach out and talk a little bit more about your medical history and see if there's anything that we can put together for you with our home health division to set up a successful aging in place plan. Jackie did mention that quite a bit, that our model here is that you age in place. You can stay here as independent as long as you can, and you can have anywhere from a couple minute pop-in visit per day up to 24 hours of care. It's whatever you want to make this St. Camillus as your home. And with that, we obviously continuously advocate for your overall wellness, which is why we have a wellness nurse that is here 7 days a week for your wellness needs. So I like to meet with residents face to face. Obviously, with COVID, it's been a little bit different. We're not able to meet as regularly with individuals. So as Jackie mentioned, we do things over Skype or Zoom, just like what we're doing now, or through phone calls. I am going to share my screen. I want to show you some information that I give to our new residents when I meet with them that I think that you would find very, very helpful. All right, let's open this up. All right, so the first thing we're looking at here is our tips for new community members. This is my absolute favorite handout that is given to new residents, because these are the most important rudimental things that you're going to need within your first week or two of becoming a resident at St. Camillus. Starting from the very basics, our front desk is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by receptionists and also security guards. So any questions that you have, you can always direct towards our front desk, or of course me. I am the point of contact for all new residents, but should it be after hours, we always have someone here for you. Phone service at St. Camillus, we offer our own in-house phone service and in-house TV system. So, we can provide you information on that. We can attach that to your monthly fee. So looking at here, there's information on our phone service, getting your keys, when you close and you end up paying the full amount of your unit, you're, giving keys to access your apartment and mailbox, and a master key that will get you through different entrances in the building, our storage areas, our fitness center, parking garages, you name it. When you move in, we've got plenty of moving boxes. That's just how it is. So we have a free complimentary service that will come up to your apartment and we'll break down the boxes for you and we'll dispose of them. And again, that's at no cost. Another thing that we do when residents are moving in is we stock your refrigerator with some snacks, some food, some bottles of water. One thing that I've always been able to relate to, I'm not originally from Milwaukee. I lived in Manitowoc. I grew up there. I lived in Madison. I've been in a couple places in Milwaukee. And every time I move, I always forget food. We all need food. We all need water. And sometimes we're just so preoccupied with the move and the stress that comes with that we forget about the basics. So at St. Camillus, we're not going to forget those basics for you. We're here. We're here for you for that. We'll also show you where your garbage goes, where your recycling goes. In Wauwatosa, what's recyclable? We'll go through all those things with you. If you flip this paper over, there's some more information. This is a little bit old of old graphic, but our dining room was called 10200 at St. Camillus, and 10200 is the address of independent living here. Through COVID, our dining room was closed down. We are, and continue to offer in the future a meal delivery service to your apartment at no extra cost. But since our dining room was closed for some time, we had some time to re-envision and reinvigorate that space. So we've got some new artwork, we've changed the design, we've changed the layout, and we've changed our name. So our new name is Cucina Americana. So as Jackie mentioned, our roots are definitely Italian, but our food style is more American. It's a flair of Italian, of course, but we kind of want to pay homage to our past and our future, of course. So listed on here are the times that the dining area is open and how to make a reservation and what that process looks like. Below that, we do have what's called our Blue Mound Market, which is our convenience store. So we have daily specials, sandwiches, toiletries, greeting cards, you name it. And that is actually changed as well. We are open 7 days a week. On here it says Monday through Friday, but it's actually 7 days a week now. And another very important thing is Mass. So I'm sure Jackie can attest to this. We have a lot of residents that choose to move to St. Camillus because of our daily Mass that we have that makes us unique. At this time, we have 4 chapels on our campus, and that will climb to 5 and with our new East residence that will be opening in April of 2022. But our main chapel in this building, we have daily Mass at 11 a.m., Saturday evening Masses, and Sunday morning Masses. Some other important things that go through are our complimentary services. So as I mentioned, we really focus on wellness at St. Camillus. So we offer a complimentary check-in service to all our residents. All you have to do is simply dial this phone number that we give you, 414-259-4771. And you just leave us a message and let us know that you're doing okay. And if you don't call us by 10 a.m., we're going to call you and make sure you're okay. If you don't call us back, or if you don't answer, then we'll have either our wellness nurse or someone from our management team come up and make sure that you're okay. And this really gives you peace of mind, your neighbors peace of mind, and your family members peace of mind that you are safe and you are secure at St. Camillus. Other complimentary services that we offer is we have a business center that's open 7 days a week, and we have a partnership with U.S. Bank. So we have our own bank on the first floor of this building that is open every Wednesday, and that continues to remain open with our COVID regulations that we have in place. Some additional fee services. We have a partnership with Martinizing Dry Cleaning. So they will come pick up your items and they will deliver back to you at no extra cost. You're just paying for the laundering fee. We have a salon here. It just got rebranded. We're under a partnership with PS Salon and Spa. So now you're able to get your hair done. If you want to, in the future, get your nails done. Those are in place, which is great. And that's not just for the ladies here, it's also for the men here. Lots of men get their hair cut. You can get a shave, you can get everything that you need. We have a central supply department on campus. So if you're looking for supplies, creams, ointments, dietary supplements, maybe a medicine destroyer, a sharps container, we can get that delivered to your apartment and that fee can just be added on for you. And we also have a medical van. So should you need to have some personalized transportation to doctor's appointments, that's something that we can put in place for you. When I meet with new residents, when I'm going through all this information, I usually see people's faces light up. They're a little overwhelmed, but I see their faces light up, especially if their children are with them. And I can't tell you how many times the children and residents will say, wow, it feels like a resort here. Like it's like a condo, like an association. You have all these things going on, all these different amenities. You have all these different activities, like your dining options, your parties, your happy hours. There's just so much happening here. Um, and to be totally honest, we get one complaint here, and I get it kind of often. People say, Josh, there's just so much going on. I don't know what to choose. And that is the best complaint that I'll ever receive. That just shows that we're just so personalized with different things to do here. You can, if you want to join a book club, or if you want to, go to one of our writing clubs, or if you want to participate in an art program, or maybe you like lecture series, or maybe you like to go out in our lunch punch and try different restaurants. As soon as we improve as a society with getting more of these vaccines in place, we can slowly start to open up those things again. But we are a very comprehensive life plan community in terms of living options, in terms of care, and also social aspects. As I mentioned before, and Jackie mentioned as well, we have our own home health agency, which makes St. Camille's very unique. That makes us a very unique life plan community. So again, we offer anything from a couple of minute pop-in visits up to 24-hour care. We have geriatric care managers, which are essentially social workers, and we actually offer hospice here as well. So the beauty about going with our services is that they are in-house and our managers are in-house, and we're able to kind of create more of a personalized care plan for you, since there's a lot more involvement here than going with an outside agency. One thing that we definitely take pride in, it's a nice service too, is that we give all residents a 2-hour free homemaker certificate through our home health system. So it sounds complicated, but it's very, very simple. Moving into a home, an apartment, there is a lot to do. Maybe you stripped all your linen off of your bed and you want all your linen washed, or maybe you need help unpacking, or maybe you decided to go and get a storage cage that we have in our lower level of this building, or maybe you want to put some items on your storage shelf that's included in your residency here. Our staff can help you with that, and we'll give you 2 free hours to get you through that. Let me get the camera back to me. Bear with me for 1 second. I am still learning this Zoom. Okay, perfect. Thanks for bearing with me. Technology is not always easy for us. We're all still learning with all of this.
Technology is great till it's not. Josh, I had a couple of questions pop up.
So, great.
You actually covered one really well already. So what kind of support from St. Camillus will I receive on move-in day? I'm moving in. What can I expect?
So obviously I touched a little bit on this before. We'll make sure that we've got some food and some beverages in your kitchen for you. And also whoever your senior living specialist, if it's Jackie, if it's Heather, if it's Katrina, they will pop in and make sure that things are going well. And I will also do a pop-in visit, and I'll introduce myself in person, because with COVID, there might be the opportunity that I haven't been able to meet with you face to face. It's important to have that one-on-one meeting. So not only will you meet with your senior living specialist and myself, but you'll also meet with Lee, who is our wellness nurse.
This is a good one, and this ties into the design center. So once I move in, what if I want to make changes after I move into my apartment? Can I still do that?
That is a very, very good question. And I can answer that in 2 different ways. So first of all, to start out with, as Jackie mentioned, the senior living specialists, when they're meeting with you and they're working with you to personalize your apartment, obviously it's just that person that you're working with on our sales team. Once you're actually moved into St. Camillus and you're thinking, you know what, we should have got rid of that wall. We should have got rid of that wall. We should have made it into a little breakfast nook. I want to get that done. So anytime that you want to complete anything and you're an existing resident, it would go through me. I've also been trained in the design center,
Mhm.
so I can help you with those selections as well. Maybe you decide that, oh, maybe I want a new vanity in my bathroom, or maybe I need some more safety features in my apartment. Maybe I need to get maybe like a grab bar, or maybe I want like a sliding shower head.
Mhm.
That's something that we see that's super popular. It's convenient, it's safe. So all those questions can get sent directly to me.
Mhm.
Um, and again, within those first couple of weeks of being here, um, I will reach out to you to see how things are going and if you want to personalize anything, because
Mhm.
sometimes it can be very overwhelming.
Mhm.
So another just tangent to this is at St. Camillus, we have over 550 employees here. We're a very large campus. I don't expect you to know everyone's name. So I kind of think of me as a concierge service. So if you need anything, you just contact Josh.
Well,
And
that's a good segue, because one of the questions that I get a lot of during our discovery, or during the once they sign the agreement, or even just coming in and people sitting down asking a lot of questions is, I don't know anybody here. I feel like I'm going into school for the first time again. How will I meet other people, or will I have the opportunity to meet other residents once I get settled?
oh, absolutely. So kind of going back to that new move-in folder that I mentioned that I give to residents, there's also some really important information in there. One of them is a resident handbook, some voting registration, emergency procedures, just to make you feel more comfortable. But one thing that's nice is a directory. So you're going to get a directory with all the numbers on our campus and all the staff that works in our administration office here, such as the administrator, myself, our activities coordinator, receptionist, all those people. There's going to be pictures of them.
Mhm.
Also in that directory, there's going to be pictures and names, phone numbers, email addresses, apartment numbers of everyone that lives in this building as well.
Mhm.
So it's going to be super helpful. One thing that we do that's also nice, Jackie, and I'm sure that you remember this, pre-COVID, we used to have these new welcome lunches for our
Oh,
residents.
those are so fun. Oh, I
Yes,
love going to those. Yeah, those are great.
we're looking to those to come back. So what that looked like was anybody that would be moving into St. Camillus within the next 60 days, and anyone that moved into St. Camillus within the past 60 days,
Mhm.
we'd have a lunch to invite them together.
Mhm.
And we'd have a staff member at every dining table, kind of, getting the conversation rolling.
Mhm.
And we do some like trivia and whatnot. And we'd make it into a fun time. We'd have
Mhm.
nice meal based on wellness,
Mhm.
and we'd have some prizes and whatnot. But it's a way for you to kind of connect with others. So we might be like, who grew up in Wauwatosa?
Mhm.
What high school did you go to? What was your profession?
Mhm.
At St. Camillus, we have a lot of people that went to Marquette. That's huge here.
No.
We have a lot of people, St. Joe's Parish. A lot of people that are in St. Camillus that decide to live on St. Camillus have been involved in the community.
Mhm.
So the probability of you coming to St. Camillus and knowing people is extremely high.
Mhm. And we're
Very high.
starting to see second generations move in as well. So, if you're wondering why you don't see us on billboards, or, TV commercials, or things along those lines, is that we do a lot of grassroots marketing. So we do a lot of direct mail pieces. We've got a referral program. So it's not so much of a really nice little hidden gem in the community, but, we're celebrating, St. Camillus is celebrating its 100th year in the United States. So we're a fixture here in the community. So there's not a lot of, guerrilla type marketing that we need to do, because our reputation is firm, and it's just, and a lot of it is by word of mouth as well. So for example, out of the 168 new apartments that we're building in the new East residence, we have pre-sold with deposits 117, and this was during COVID. So people are really still looking to the future, and where do I want to be, and where they want to be is here at St. Camilla. So we're so honored by that, especially as those that work on the marketing team, that we have been blessed to continue these conversations with people during these really scary times. So it's just been a blessing.
Absolutely. And I just want to, say thank you to our marketing team as well. During COVID, it's been a really difficult time, and it's been difficult for family members, making the choice of, should we go somewhere there's a little bit more help? Should we go somewhere there's a little bit more of a community? And our marketing team has been doing an excellent job with kind of with the design centers specifically getting apartments ready to go. If someone wants to move in next week, we've got a couple choices for you. They're good to go. You're moving into apartments that are brand new. You walk inside of it and they're 2021 inside, and they're
Yeah.
brand new. And
Yeah.
a lot of them have the same choices that are in our new East residents as well. So
Absolutely.
they're moving ready, they're ready to go. But our marketing team has been doing a wonderful job, contacting residents, or our depositors, or people that are interested, or waitlisters, giving them updates as to how things are going here. One thing that the marketing team has been really involved with, and I guess kind of backtracking on that, we all work collectively as a team.
We do.
So Jackie and Heather and Katrina, they've been doing a really excellent job with communicating to our depositors and our waitlisters and people interested that we are going to be having our vaccine. We're having our first COVID vaccine next Tuesday. And how exciting for Jackie and Heather and Katrina to share that information. That we're one step closer to getting you here and getting involved in the community and opening everything back up. It's such an exciting time for all of us. It's been a long time for all of us, and we're very, very excited to welcome people into our doors.
We are. And so if you become a depositor with us, whether you've moved in or not, or even just a waitlister, we consider you a resident. That this is, and this is just us, another way of showing you that, wow, we really are residents and we're not even living there yet. So, it's not just a sales term. It's not just, something that's like, oh yeah, you're residents, come on in. No, we really, really consider you residents. We keep on top of, talking to our waitlisters. We all have our own little group. And just to call, we are in the process right now, and we're almost finished, calling everybody in our database just to check in on you. You may not have been here for 2 years, but it's like, you know what? We're just checking in to see if you're doing okay and how are you, and can we do anything for you? So it's been a very creative learning curve, a really great process. But what I really appreciate is just the entire team, from the front end to our hospitality to and just everybody here. Really, truly, the philosophy here is we are living in these people's homes, and they're just not living in my workspace. So, and you're going to find that across the board. So just from me and from my part, thank you so much for tuning in today. We really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, as I mentioned, we're large here. St. Camillus is a big, it's a big company. It's a big apartment. It's a big home. It's, whatever you want to call it, St. Camillus Life Plan Community, we're large. So, coming here, it can be daunting to some residents. So I like to reassure them and let them know that within their first 30 days of residency, you're going to meet different staff members who oversee different departments and independent living. And they're going to orient you to their services. So you're feeling a little bit more calm and at ease. So when I give you the resident handbook, it's 34 pages long. I don't expect you to read it, front to back within, a week or a day of you being here. It takes time, and we don't want to overwhelm you. So we like to have different people from departments coming to meet you. So within your first 30 days, you're going to meet with someone from our hospitality services department, which is known as our housekeeping department. And they'll go over, your bi-weekly housekeeping that's included in your residency. What does that look like? What will we clean?
Right.
Is there a specific cleaning style that you like? Are you sensitive to noises, certain smells? We want to, again, it's customized to your liking. You'll also meet with someone from our maintenance team, and they're going to show you how to use your appliances if you need it. Showing you how to use your thermostat, maybe your microwave, maybe your stove, maybe your cooktop, maybe you're not used to having an electric stove. We'll show you how that operates. And then additionally with that, you will receive a 1-hour coupon, so our staff can come into your apartment and hang up your pictures or your mirrors or some of your artwork, whatever you like. That's complimentary to you. You'll also meet with someone from our culinary program to go over what our dining venues look like. What can you expect from them? How can we personalize your meal options for you? What are the hours of service? What does your meal plan look like? When the dining opens, how do you make a reservation? Do you have community tables? All those things. You'll meet with our fitness coordinator, and she'll orient you to our fitness center. We have a fitness center in the lower level of this building, and we also have some equipment spaced out on our large lounges on floors 3, 5, 7 and 9 as well. So she'll show you how that goes, and she'll also give you some information on some personal training options that we offer here as well. I mentioned to you about our home health agency, that you'll have a 2-hour free coupon for a service to help you unpack, maybe to organize, maybe help you with some laundry. And they'll also assist with something called the Safer at Home program. So to make sure that your new home is safe for you. Are there any tripping obstacles? Would you benefit from having any safety measures installed in your bathroom, such as that sliding shower we talked about, or maybe a grab bar? They'll look into those things. They'll recommend things. They'll see, where you're physically at. And lastly, but not least important, is our spirituality aspect. So our chaplain will meet with you and chat about the services that we have in place here, about the daily mass and other spiritual offerings that would benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
After your 30th day of residency, I'm going to meet with you and I'm going to ask if you would complete a 30-day check-in survey with me. That is very, very important for me. Is I want to see your experiences with our staff members, starting from the beginning. If you worked with Jackie, did you feel comfortable with Jackie? Did Jackie do a good job at the design center? Working with me, how did that go? Did I make you feel comfortable? Rating our departments, how has your housekeeping services or your hospitality services in your apartment been? How has our dining program been? Are you enjoying our enrichment activities that we're offering, that our coordinator puts together? Are you satisfied with those things? This information is important because I like to continuously make adjustments to our resident onboarding system based on that resident feedback.
Mm-hmm.
We can see things from a staff perspective, which is great, but we really need that resident perspective because we're not the ones moving in here.
Right.
We can see from operational standpoint what we think that you need, and we're accurate with it, but it's those fine-tuned touches. I mentioned before that we stock your refrigerator with some food and snacks. Well, we do that because someone mentions it to us, like, wow, I could really go for a sandwich or maybe a couple cookies or something. Those are just like those homey touches. Mm-hmm. So we want to get that feedback, and we want to do, we want to make it more and more comfortable for each and every resident that's coming in here. And all of this information, again, is important to us because it creates a seamless transition to independent living. And all this information that we receive, it's great for us because it ultimately shapes our revitalized wellness program. Mm-hmm. I didn't talk too much about that, but at the end of the day, the essence of all of our programming, the St. Camillus lifestyle, it all goes back to our revitalized wellness program. Mm-hmm. So our dining that we have, if we have speakers coming in, or if we have, art projects going on, or lecture series, you name it, everything is based on wellness. So it could be, intellectual wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness. We've got lots of different wellness offerings. We like to tie it in all together. So we're getting a little bit close on time here. I don't see any questions on my screen. Do you see any questions on yours?
No, Jackie? I think well, just one or two of the questions that popped up, you've already answered. So that should be good. Yeah.
All right. Well, we both appreciate you coming on and chatting with us today and kind of learning more about St. Camillus Life Plan Community. We hope that we gave you a great overview. If you're interested in chatting, you can certainly call the number, our marketing admissions office, and you can request a chat with either of us or anybody in our team for that matter. Mm-hmm. And most importantly, we are open for tours. So if you would like to come in and you want to look at maybe those studio apartments that Jackie had showed you, or that 1-bedroom, or maybe you're interested in a 2-bedroom, we also have larger units available too. So let us know what you're looking for, and we're more than happy to give you a tour of those apartments and our common areas of this building. Mm-hmm. Just please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here. Someone from our team is here 7 days a week, so you can.
Oh, wait, hold on, Julie. Oh, okay, sorry. So I have in the I just got a text from my administrator, from Julie. Yay. Okay. So we are going to be okay. So when you move into St. Camillus, our residency agreement states that your entrance fee is 90% refundable back to you or to your estate. So what that means is that entrance fee number, remember I was talking about it before, about it's all based on square footage. So 90% of that money is still basically the residents' money to be able to use in the future for any kind of services or anything that they would need in the future. So it's like an asset protection. However, oh, I can't wait to tell the girls, I'm so excited. So if somebody comes in and places a deposit by March the 31st, that 90% refundable is 100% refundable.
Wow.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my gosh, that is so
Great.
great. So, wow, thank you to our CEO for approving that, and our CFO. So that's fantastic. So by March the 31st, if you place a deposit down, then that 90% refundable of the entrance fee is really going to be 100% refundable within your first year. So give us a call. Give us a call, even if you're just interested in what all of that means. You know, Josh can answer questions, but certainly the marketing and admissions office. So, wow, what a great way to end it. This is fantastic.
That's amazing. That's at least a value of $10,000, right, Jackie?
Oh, or higher, or much higher. It really just depends on the size of the apartment. But this is great. Well, what a great way to end it. Oh,
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
Christmas.
Yeah, a late Christmas present or maybe an early Valentine's Day present,
Yeah,
whichever you look at it.
There you go. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for chatting with us today. And again, we're here 7 days a week. We don't close. We're always here. Let us know what you need. If you want to pop in and take a visit, we're here for you.
Have a good day.
Have a nice day. Take care.
Bye-bye.
My dear Jackie, did you read my text?